Well, it is never a slow day in SPTV land, so let me provide the necessary context for some people who are just jumping in being totally confused, and it is a confusing situation. So the essentials are that Aaron Smith Levin had a long-time friendship and collaboration with Mike Rinder, and they both worked at the Aftermath Foundation. Aaron was pushed out last year, created a massive firestorm, and he and his friends started attacking Mike very viciously, and Mike responded. It's been a big back and forth, and Liz Ferris, a queer woman who apparently has a missing father, need to have a lot of skepticism, period, about the claims being made. So she alleges her father is being kept in Scientology. She wants help for that, and for some reason she contacted Zero Dark Tony, who's a very persistent critic of many SPTV people, and apparently in response, Aaron, Marilyn, and others have cut her off. And Liz is going to basically tell the truth, saying that she's being disconnected. For those who don't understand, disconnection is a policy in Scientology. So they're literally replicating a cult policy and using it against her. The question is why? Yeah, that's still a bit of a question mark. There seem to be two theories. One is that Zero Dark Tony and her are in collaboration with one another. Zero Dark Tony has her as a mole, so Aaron, Marilyn, and others don't trust her, don't like her anymore. And the anti-Scientology space, Aaron has the biggest channel. Ergo, he could be helping out a lot more, but he's not. Maybe he made some false promises to help, and nothing happened. Liz is not getting any help from Aaron. She's said this a couple of times, that Aaron really doesn't help her. So she's getting mad and angry. And on top of all this, her, quote, alleged friends are disconnecting from her. Apparently, Nora jumped into the act to try to contradict Liz's story and say that no, there isn't a disconnection, and in fact, Nora contacted Liz via text messages. Now, I only saw a little part of what Liz was saying, and I gotta be honest, it was kind of incoherent rambling, but obviously she's very emotive and very angry at this moment. And Nora also posted a response live, but now she's made that live stream private. Now she's alleging she has to do some editing, but we'll make it public. Okay? Sounds pretty obvious what's going on is that the grift that is the SPTV brand, and by the way, they have a foundation, which is not a legit charity, so it's all coming apart at the seams. It's just pretty obvious that they're trying to create a new cult. This has been said for months and months, but they've been denying the obvious. Now they are literally using a cult policy of disconnection against Liz Ferris and still denying that Aaron is a cult leader, even though he's acting like a cult leader. Now, again, it could be Zero Dark Tony is responsible for this local controversy. However, their response is very cult-like and very cultish. All the while, they're denying being a cult. And just more recently, Aaron once again posed himself as a victim of, wait for it, disconnection. He's agreeing that the Aftermath Foundation and Mike Rinder, I think they pulled disconnection on me. That's really alarming, guys. It shows you who Mike Rinder is. He's doing the disconnection. And Liz Ferris is saying directly they are doing disconnection. Now, it is not complete disconnection. Presumably, Nora and her have some kind of communication. And she does say that she is still communicating with some people in the SPTV universe. But apparently the word is out that for the most part, if you're going to be loyal to Aaron, you want to stay away from Liz Ferris. Don't help her. Don't give her money. Don't give her advice. Basically, just exile her. Now, it could be that Liz's father is still missing. So whatever you think about her and her situation, well, that is a human being. You should be trying to help him. But as far as I know, Aaron has done nothing, like zero, to help Liz's father. And presumably Zero Dark Tony also is not really helping out with Bob. So it's just a complete mess. No matter how you slice it, it's a lot of scandals, a lot of secrets, just a lot of insanities. Stealing time, money, and resources, and then lying about it. And when they get caught red-handed, they're going to exile people, censor people, and just create this blizzard of lies. And I would have to be honest that at this point, Nora is probably the most evil and toxic of all these people. And even Aaron is slightly less evil. But it is what it is. They have a cult. And they're calling it, quote, anti-cult Scientology, anti-Scientology nonsense. But really, these words are starting to lose meaning. At this point, I would say we need to be skeptical and just look at everything more carefully, because it is a very confusing mess. And I've been trying to keep track of this stuff for a couple years now, and even now I'm like, who, what, where? And again, we want to wait for more evidence to arrive. Again, it could be Liz is exaggerating. But nevertheless, they do seem to have a kind of code of silence. For her to speak out would mean that, yeah, this has gotten pretty extreme and she just does not want to be silenced anymore. How is Aaron going to respond? Is he going to respond? Well, he's got another scandal he has to deal with, wait for it, pushing a woman into a wall and making her bleed. But allegedly, he was the victim there too. So it's just victims. And the only real victim in all of this is Aaron Smith Levin. How he survives being a victim of Liz, being a victim of Juliana, he's just a victim. Women are victimizing him, guys. The church is victimizing him. Everyone victimizes him. Oh my God. He is the victims. Like, why are we not crying for Aaron and giving him more money? I don't know. We're all really cruel animals for not helping Aaron